Hello, love and light. We have a very special, as you can see, a very special group of people here today. I'm your host, Dr. Jane Mountrose, here with my partner, Dr. Phillip Mountrose, partner and co-director of Awakenings Institute, and some really wonderful special friends from Enlightened World Network, from the Love, I can't think of Harold's, the Love, what is it, Harold?
Love Foundation.
Love Foundation. I know. Love Foundation and many more. And you'll meet us all shortly. Today is a holiday favorite, our annual spiritual gift-giving celebration. We come together today to light up the holiday season with our unique, special spiritual gifts, wanting to have everyone feel like you get some gifts over the holidays. And I'm grateful to have all of you with me here on Zoom, for those who are joining us on Facebook and YouTube and etc. for this once a year spiritual gift giving event. First, I want to tell you how it works. Each of the beautiful people you see here will introduce themselves as they step up to share a uniquely special spiritual gift. Each presentation will be an offering from the heart for everyone who joins us live or anytime during the holidays. Before we begin, I also want to, as always, thank you for joining us and being emissaries of love and light for the world. The Circle is here every week at this time to light up our lives and help us heal, grow, and stand up as beacons of light for the world. So with that, the final thing I do each time before we start is just take a moment to breathe. And as we do this in this special holiday celebration, I want to just, as you breathe, just the most amazing energy you can imagine. You can close your eyes if you want, and if you're safe to do so, just connect with the magic of the holiday season and the divine light of all the magnificent spiritual beings who are here supporting us today. So just breathing in beautiful, beautiful light. And as you exhale, you can let go of anything you don't need while you're here. Just nice breaths. And what that does is it helps us to come more into our body, and so we can be more present to the experience together. So with that, again, welcome. I have a friend here who wants to join me, my buddy. And here comes Sharon Williamson, our final sharer here. Let's see. Sharon was going to start, so let's see if we get her. I clicked for her to come in, but I don't see her right now. So maybe we'll just start somewhere else. Sharon was going to do a grounding for us, and hopefully she will be here for that. In the meantime, who would like to start and share a spiritual gift? Everybody who's with us. Ruth.
Sure, I'll go first.
Okay.
So these 3 snippets were suggested to me by Spirit to share today. So I'm guessing somebody out there might need a little boost. So this last year, my husband had cancer, and I was very instrumental in taking him to radiation and chemo and all of the appointments and the nursing daily. And for the radiation appointments, my sister, who was a nurse, would go and sit with him for those hours. And it was such an amazing break for me to get to go elsewhere and just step away from the cancer. And so I would go shopping, and not buying, but just shopping. And that was my emotional and mental break from it. And one of those mornings, as I was walking through Target, not buying anything, I heard these words: "You can't outshop cancer." And it continued. You don't need to go shopping to fill that void. You don't need French fries. You don't even need to talk to anyone else to fill that longing you feel. You are enough. You are complete. You are valuable. You are love. You are loved. You are perfect in your divine self. Sit with you and explore your divine perfection. You are enough. You have always been enough. Put the French fry down. I thought maybe somebody else is out looking for something to fill that void. And really, there doesn't have to be a void because you are enough just as you are.
Thank you. That's beautiful. And it makes me think for each of the people here, you are the gift. You are, each of us is a divine gift to humanity. And of course, just if we can sit in that or stand in that and recognize it, that's so beautiful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Sharon made it, and Sharon was going to do a nice grounding for us. Are you ready for our grounding?
Oh, I am. Yes.
Wonderful.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sharon Williamson. I live in a small town near Santa Barbara, California. Excuse me. And I'm told I'm a very grounded person. So that's what I would like to share today. So if you would just, where you are, just sit calmly. Imagine yourself at your favorite place in nature, wherever that is. Find a comfortable place to sit. Maybe on a rock, maybe on the ground, whatever works for you. Feel the warm sun on your face. Feel it on your arms, on your feet. Inhale deeply. Take in the fresh, clean air. Feel the ground beneath you. Notice the way Mother Earth gently pulls you to her. Gravity is a hug from Mother Earth. Send love to her. Receive her love in return. Savor this exchange. Bask in the feeling, letting it flow to every cell of your body. Breathe deeply. Rest there for a moment. Know that you can return here whenever you like to this safe, comforting place. When you are ready, begin taking more active breaths. Breathe in more energy from the sun. Warm, welcoming. Bring your awareness back to where you are. Feel the joy. And be ready for the day ahead.
Thank you, Sharon. That was so beautiful. It's kind of funny in a way. Every time, and I have that experience too. If I send love to Mother Earth, then I always feel the love in return. It just comes even without asking. And today it was like she was sprouting up Christmas trees, lights and everything on it.
Nice.
So it was really
Nice.
wonderful. Thank you. I also forgot to mention with Ruth too that for each of you, it would be wonderful if you'd like to tell people how they can connect with you when you're done too. Sharon, would you like to share how people can connect with you on Facebook or whatever you?
Just find me on Facebook, do a direct message.
Wonderful, thank you. And of course, most people know Ruth. Did you want to say anything more about how to connect with you?
Sure. Please check out enlightenedworld.online. That's our website. We're also on Facebook, Enlightened World Network. And you can also reach out to me in Facebook Messenger, Dr. Ruth Anderson.
Wonderful, thank you. And I'm just curious if anyone else would like to share just quickly anything you noticed or experienced with Sharon's beautiful meditation and grounding. It was so wonderful.
It was beautiful. I love connecting in with Mother Gaia. So thank you for doing that for us, Sharon.
Well done, Sharon.
Very welcome.
I feel very well.
Wonderful. Yeah, it always is such a blessing. And it's interesting that it doesn't take much for us to receive a blessing from above or from Mother Earth. They're always here for us. It's just for us to remember.
Right.
So thank you. Okay, so who would like to share next?
I can go if you'd like.
Who was that, Terry? Oh, there you are, Terry. Yes, wonderful. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Terry Angel. Every night I sit with the angels and receive a message from them for all of us. I've been doing this. This is the second year now that this has happened every night. And I'd like to share one that was written just recently called Unapologetically Me. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. That's a quote from Marcus Aurelius. Recently, I had the opportunity to share about one of my favorite topics, emotional empowerment. It's absolutely essential as human beings that we embrace the fact that we are emotional beings. We cannot stuff our emotions down, ignore them, and hope to have a quality of life while we are walking on this earth. Right now, many people are affected by seasonal depression, also called seasonal affective disorder. Interestingly, the acronym is SAD, which is a type of depression. It's triggered by the change of seasons and most commonly begins in late fall. The symptoms include feelings of sadness, lack of energy, loss of interest in usual activities, oversleeping, and weight gain. I believe the most important issue that we can work on to help us through this is taking our power back through emotional empowerment. This is the key to unlocking our true potential and living a fulfilling life full of joy, full of hope, and full of peace. So I asked the angels, what can we do? What is the message they want to give us about this? And they said, dear ones, the journey of becoming the best version of yourself is both a beautiful and challenging one. Embrace your uniqueness, nurture your soul, and let your light shine brilliantly. Remember, you are a divine creation with the power to make a difference. Trust in your potential, and with every step forward, may you uncover the greatness that resides within. The greatness lies in service to others. As you embark on your personal journey of self-empowerment, remember to extend a helping hand to those in need. Share your gifts, your talents, and your love selflessly. By uplifting others, you elevate yourself. and create a ripple effect of positivity in the world. Shine your light, dear one. That is your greatest mission while you are in your human existence. Stand in your power unapologetically. Thank you for letting me share that. I thought it was such an important message for us to hear at this time of year. There are many people going through the holidays alone, many people who are suffering from depression at this time. And if we do anything to lift one person, we've raised the vibration of the whole planet. So thank you for letting me share, Jane.
Oh, thank you. And that is so beautiful, I think, and so important for all of us. So it made me think of Archangel Jophiel, and just, is it okay with you if I just invite her in for a moment?
Absolutely.
It's so beautiful. Archangel Jophiel is experienced in different ways, sometimes as a more masculine, sometimes a more feminine energy. And I'd like to connect with the feminine energy in Archangel Jophiel, which is often experienced with an outpouring of rose petals. So you could feel Archangel Jophiel joining us and just blessing us with appreciation of the beauty of who we are and those beautiful rose petals floating down over us, knowing that we're here. We are magnificent, wonderful, beautiful beings, all deserving of all the love and all of the beauty in the world. You can just feel that appreciation from her. And just opening to angels, I think, in ways like this, it helps us. They bless us with the frequencies that we can use to amplify a message. Well, in this case, this message from you. So thank you again. That's so beautiful.
Thank you, Jane. And those messages are last year's are in a book called Midnight Calls with the Angels, which is showing on the screen. And this year will be the same. It will be a book, probably book number 2.
Right.
And find me at angelspeakers.com, the
Wonderful.
website.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I think just when I really started to connect with angels, and I know, well, Terry Angel, it's, I think, just such an inherent part of your being. But I think for all of us, that really, it changes lives. It changes our lives. It changes our ability just to vibrate those beautiful frequencies that come from them. Such a gift. So thank you again, Terry.
Thank you.
Okay, so who would like to go next? Oh, Harold. Thank you.
Probably good to follow Terry. I'm Harold Becker, and I'm founder and president of the nonprofit, the Love Foundation, which about to embark on our 24th year, inspiring people to love unconditionally. So there's a theme here. And this theme of unconditional love has been something that I've been doing for now well over 3 decades, but certainly enjoying. And I'd like to take this special moment, not only for all of us, not only for all of those that are participating and watching either now or some other time-space moment, but also all the people that are just naturally interconnected. Whether they're ever going to see or hear any of this specific message, they'll still hear and see it. And I'd like to do that by reminding each of us of our own magnificence, because we have a tendency to really step away from that with all the noise in the outer world and all the activities. We have a tendency to forget that we are, in fact, the angels. We are the leading edge of manifestation. We are the ones that the angels actually admire. Yes, they do absolutely assist us, but they are in awe of us being on the planet right now doing truly remarkable work by taking our consciousness higher. And the only thing that makes any of us that are seemingly somewhat more aware of this greater aspect of ourselves than others is simply that we've been waking up and focusing on it. That doesn't mean that all the other 8+ billion people on the planet that we know of that are incarnated, and those that are coming and those that are going and those that are yet to come are equally angels. So I'd like to ground this part of the understanding with the fact that right now, as we sit here, as I speak, as air rushes through my vocal cords, as my intention comes out as vibration, what appears to be words, as we interpret it, each of us in our own way, let's remember that we have trillions of cells in our body. Trillions of cells doing magnificent things, correlating, coalescing, collaborating, joining. It's like we have trillions of friends just right here within our own body. Let's take that individual cell and realize that it's made up of trillions of atoms that are working in conjunction and collaboration to facilitate the creation of a cell that creates the systems that run our body. Then let's think about the subatomic particles, electrons, neutrons, protons, trillions of those within each atom. And we don't even know how far this goes and how far this extends. So right as we sit, right here, right now, we have trillions upon trillions and perhaps countless numbers of conscious energy awarenesses, loving energies focused upon us to be able to have this vehicle we call our corporeal human body. Pretty miraculous, pretty magical, considering not one of us is considering our breath, how to breathe, how to pump our heart, how to repair or restore any part of our body. It's all happening. It's not really magic, it's really consciousness. So not only do we have just layer upon layer upon layer of consciousness facilitating to give us a body to have the moment to express our intentions, our joys, our hopes, our loves, our fears, our doubts, our sorrows, our tears, our laughter, our joy. We have trillions of galaxies. We have galaxies upon galaxies, things we don't even know of, made up of trillions and billions of stars each, things that we don't even really recognize. We can't fathom the numbers. So all of those beautiful galaxies have been a part of that which makes up our corporeal atomic structure. There's so much magic in this moment happening with almost no action upon our part. All we have to do is occupy this vehicle. All we have to do is be aware of our consciousness. All we have to do is be aware of our magnificence. For truly, we have to be magnificent because we are, in fact, creating our reality through our thoughts and our feelings. Every thought we have and every feeling we entertain creates our outer corporeal reality. So our heart in this whole wondrous expansion of the cosmos, of the universe, of the infinite, is to be creator beings and to be aware of our magnificence, be aware of our angelic self, be aware of all that we bring to the present moment. And when we see it in ourselves, when we recognize this universal unconditional love that we are, we automatically recognize it in all others, even when they don't. That is, in fact, the gift that we bring. So yes, the angels are here participating. We are participating with them, but we're also the angels, not because we are special, but simply because we are aware of our own magnificence. And when we're aware of our own magnificence, we in turn recognize, acknowledge, and actually convey that magnificence to others so that they too can begin to become aware of their own magnificence. To me, this is the gift we actually are here to provide. Our awakening becomes the awakening of the world. As we awaken the world, we become ever more magnificent creator beings to go out into not only this world, this solar system, and beyond galaxies. There's so much more to us than what we think we are. And all we have to do is remember it ourselves and then convey that to others. So that's my gift, the big cosmos and the infinite, all compiled into this itty-bitty, teeny living space that we call our earthly body at the moment. I wish everyone the very best of this moment and every moment forthcoming.
Wonderful. Thank you, Harold. And of course, as you know, as we all know here, that it all is centered in the heart and in the experience of love. I did. Do you want to share how people can connect with the Love Foundation?
You can connect with me or any of us. We have board members around the world, and we're at thelovefoundation.com. We're also on all of the social media. You'll find a variety of pages and groups through Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. We're kind of everywhere, YouTube. So if you can find us, you look up the Love Foundation, you'll probably find us, and you can reach out to us. We certainly love to hear from everyone anytime.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. And if you follow the Love Foundation on Facebook. Also, Harold does these beautiful images, very inspiring images with quotes and themes about love that you can receive regularly. I think sometimes it seems like almost every day.
They are every day, and I've crossed over 3,000 earlier this year. So there are over 3,000 of them on Facebook alone. Every one of them has a picture, and it really shows you how many ways you can say love. Because I haven't finished yet.
Right. Yeah, and gives you an opportunity to have a break from whatever other things might be sidetracking you from the really crucial theme that we're all wanting to connect with. So thank you, Harold. Anyone else? Any thoughts on that one? Any insights, things you want to share about that? Beautiful.
Me? I would love to
yes,
share.
Lula. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, actually, thank you, everyone. Actually, this is amazing how we didn't plan, but we are so connected, as Harold already remind us. And was amazing to have that expansion through your message. Actually, was a very way for me to feel actually that magnificent being in all us together, not only the ones that are here, and bring me actually to my presentation if
Wonderful.
it's possible. and
That's fine.
And yeah, actually that's the reason I'm like so always I surprised and actually awe, with the energy that I can feel that we are actually creating right now, because what I want to share is a poem that I wrote about love. So here it is. Love, the life force, that high vibration that connects us, heals us, relieves us. The creative force, connection, connectivity, the highest technology, wisdom, forgiveness, compassion, bravery and courage, love, wholeness, totality, the light, the energy that makes us one with the universe, with God, love, the way to return home and back to the stars. For all of you, happy holidays.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
And yeah, people can connect with me through social media, Instagram or Facebook as Lula Mora, LOOLA MORA. And yeah, I would love to connect.
Thank you. Interesting. There's a theme here.
Yes. I wanted to go back just for a moment to Ruth, because we didn't have a chance. Ruth, that was a wonderful sharing going back a few minutes ago. What was the, you said French fries, you don't need French fries to accept or work with cancer or feel better if you're in that situation, if I remember correctly. So the question I had was, what was there a message of what you do need or what you do want to express? I don't know if you mentioned that.
Yeah, well, the message that I received from Spirit at that time was that you don't need anybody else. You don't need anything else to fill that void that you're feeling, because you are enough. You are love. You are everything you need. You're perfect in your divine self.
Great. Yeah, beautiful. That completes it, feeling a little further for me. Great. Love it.
And that makes me think also for anyone, if you want to feel more connected with these kinds of messages, one part of it I think that is so important for all of us at this particular time is to connect with each other, which is also why I'm mentioning or asking people how people can connect with you. I know, well, people can connect with the Love Foundation, as Harold mentioned. And of course, we are on Enlightened World Network and other places right now. And there's so much there. And Ruth and Terry, just so amazing. Such love from them that you can connect with probably every day. I think you're doing, both of you you're on probably just about every day. And of course, Awakenings Institute, we always are happy to have people connecting with us too. And I feel that. I feel it's very important. And I'm very grateful for all of the people here and others who are supporting me and recognizing these truths that we can know more deeply when we connect with each other. Like we can understand we're magnificent. We can understand we don't need physical things to receive gifts, which is our message here too, is that there are gifts that are more important than physical gifts. Not that there's anything wrong with that too. They're wonderful. But we can all receive gifts, even if no one is sending any to us this holiday season. And part of it is empowering ourselves. We had that message too, empowering ourselves to be the receivers of them. Because we have to step up and volunteer to connect too. So anyhow, thank you all so far. We have more. And it is really, I'm just so happy to have all of you here. So who would like to share now? Gretchen.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to kind of continue in the same vein of expansiveness and love. As we celebrate the winter solstice here later this week in the Northern Hemisphere, I was struck upon how we can each intentionally connect with the sun, the return of the light, the great central sun, as it's also called, to receive its light and its messages. And so I just wanted to take everyone in a short little journey. So I invite everyone to just go ahead and close your eyes if that feels good for you. And just take in a nice deep breath and allow any tension you may be feeling, although I'd be surprised if anyone's feeling tension at this moment, just releasing that on the exhale. And as you continue to breathe nice, nourishing breaths, I invite you to imagine that you're now on the top of a beautiful mountain, standing in the warm sunlight. And with each breath, you find yourself becoming lighter and lighter. And with each exhale, you're releasing those things that are no longer needed in your life, especially at this end of the year. And in turn, you fill your body with that beautiful, nourishing breath that brings softness and ease. And as you're standing in this beautiful golden shaft of sunlight, you notice your body is feeling even lighter and lighter with each breath. And as you continue to breathe in these beautiful breaths, you find yourself slowly rising up into the skies, gently passing through layers of soft, fluffy clouds, until you can see where the blue sky meets the dome of our atmosphere. And you pass through this layer effortlessly, and you continue to rise up and up and up, your body feeling even softer and lighter. And from this elevated place, you may see the earth below you and stars all around you. And from here, you can see that our great central sun is truly a massive star, visibly much larger from this place. And its light is bright and luminous, but you can look at it without it hurting your eyes. And you can feel its loving and sparkling warmth from your place in the stars. You can see many rays of light streaming out from the sun. And so I invite you to imagine that you are drinking in this beautiful light and drawing these loving rays down into your whole being. And I invite you just to spend a few moments here witnessing how wonderful it feels just to bathe in this beautiful light as the sun is continuously infusing and filling every corner, every cell of your being with its warm and sparkling golden light. And along with this light, the sun is sending high vibrational energy into your body through its loving rays, bathing your whole being with loving messages for you. And so I just invite you to spend a few moments opening now to these lovely messages that the sun has for you at this time of year. And so I invite you now just to give some thanks to this loving light of our great central sun, feeling fully infused and blessed by its warmth and its love. And as you take in a nice nourishing breath, just imagine now that you are slowly descending back down through the dome of the atmosphere, back into the blue skies above our beloved Earth. And as you continue to drift down, passing through the layers of fluffy clouds, you're bringing with you all of your experience, remembering any message or detail that's important for you to remember at this time. And just know that it's possible for you to reconnect with the sun at any time through your loving intention. And as you're gently drifting back down and settling once again into your body, continuing to breathe nice, nourishing breaths and feeling more solid with each breath, so that when you feel ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes and ground to your surroundings. And so I'm Gretchen Comer, and you can connect with me here on Facebook, Gretchen Comer, or at my website, spiraljourney.net.
Thank you, Gretchen. It's one of those things that makes you just feel like there's nothing more to say. And I guess there is a common theme weaving through all of this that I think is very beautiful. So thank you. Anyone else want to share any insights on that one? It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I'll share because it kind of fits in with what I want to do for our sharing time anyway.
Okay.
Thank you. This is so beautiful. I just felt like being up on the sun. It wasn't necessarily drinking, I was dancing on it and just kind of swirling and just enjoying the love and the light. And yeah, it was beautiful. It was really, really beautiful. So thank you. And it's so nice to, especially in this season, and especially like what Sharon was talking about with that the seasonal affective disorder. There's always that the central sun, the mother sun that we can always connect to, even if we can't necessarily see it where we're at. So yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely. So it kind of goes in with my theme, if I can go in with that. Is that
yes,
okay?
Go ahead.
So I'm Babs. Hi, everybody. So what I wanted to share, what I felt like came to me to share was part of my journaling process that I do. I go to the river every week. I try to go every week. Sometimes things don't happen, but I always try and go. And I've been doing it for years and years. I go sit at the same spot in the river, and so you get to exit. It's either rainy or shiny or whatever. I still will go, but it's just amazing to see the seasons and connect with the seasons of life in the same place. And so for folks who are feeling a little bit lonely during this season, try and get outside and being out underneath the sky and the sun if it's available, even if it's windy and rainy or snowy where you're at, just getting a sense of that spacious place. So sometimes something will come to me as I sit. So I just want to read a little bit of what I wrote for this day. And if you want to, you can close your eyes, or however, you can just listen, however it works for you. Cloudy winter day at the river. The tide is moving rapidly in as a storm approaches. The wind is blowing, trees are swaying. Big Dog's eyes are alert as he watches all to see. Leaves are blowing from the trees, and I sit enjoying the wildness of it all. So strange to see the river flow upstream, at least on the surface. And the Spirit says, Sit, child, sit. Flow, spirit, flow. The dance of spirit and flow. Swinging, twirling in the breeze. Playing on the wind, playing on the earth. Open wide, she calls. Come dance with me. Free, spacious, and wild is this dance of life. Twirling, swirling, joyous and free. Come dance with me. Lay your burdens down, flying free. All a delusion, those heavy weights. It's all just a dance, joyous and free. Namaste.
Thank you, Babs. That was really beautiful. Do you want to share how people can connect with you?
Sure. You can connect with me if you want to. I'm at purplelotuscollective.com. You can find me on Facebook, but I don't go on there very often. So purplelotus.com is probably the best place to get in touch with me.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So any sharings from anyone else we didn't get, if there was anything from Gretchen or Babs or just anything insights that might be floating around? Buddy's enjoying it. It reminded me of the simple ease of nature. And I think often of trees, because to me, connecting with a tree just is so balancing. And we have one, actually it's right outside my window here and it's in our front yard. I go out and I sit under that tree and we know each other. It's just a beautiful thing. I know Gretchen's very connected with nature. Any thoughts on that, Gretchen?
I just felt like I was there at the riverside with Babs.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like
Yeah.
I was right there. And I love the message because I feel like I often get those messages too, like let some of that go, free yourself up, flow, flow is a big lesson for me in life. So it was really beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, and poetic, very poetic. That was beautiful. Yeah. And speaking of flow, I think Phillip was going to talk a little bit about flow, so we can flow right into that if you'd like.
Yes, that's synchronous here. 15 years ago, Jane and I, while we were walking, we got a download of a special mantra, which you may know. It was anything is possible and miracles are happening now. And another download just came like that very recently to me. It came from an oracle reading I did for myself, some out of sorts feelings. And the card that I drew was in the flow on the deck. And the message that I did, sort of communing with myself, was to go above the fray, to get in the flow and above the fray. And then that was it. That's the special mantra. In the flow, above the fray. Sit for that for a moment. You can do EFT tapping with it in the flow above the fray. You can do exercises with it. And I'm going to take us on a brief little journey to embody this special spiritual mantra of being in the flow above the fray. And what is the fray, by the way? The fray is all the conflicts, both personal and collective, religious, cultural, geographic, environmental, all those things that are swirling around that we face daily. And what is in the flow? Well, being in the flow is more of a peak state. It's an engaging state, as you know. It could be in doing artwork or sports. It could be a deep discussion or meditation. It could be a Zoom meeting like this one. So that's being in the flow. And once you get in the flow, you can rise above the fray and be in that beautiful place, which is very peaceful and blissful and quiet and accepting and creative, that place above the fray. So that's what we're going to do. And I chose another oracle card of a master from Keepers of the Light. So we'll bring in the card I chose is Baba G. Baba G. From the Keepers of the Light Oracle. Soul expansion is the little tag word on it. And Baba G, some of you may know, was introduced by Yogananda 100 years ago, and he's sort of the deathless guru avatar, Christ-like, who has tremendous wisdom. And so let's go in the flow and above the fray. So, and see Baba G, what he has to say about that. So we're breathing in some beautiful, clear breaths and exhaling, releasing. And as we breathe in through our nose, the perfect energy to balance and lighten our loads, feel light and releasing, exhaling. Very good. And we're rising up, just flowing upward, whichever way is best and easiest for you. And we go into a wonderful summit, a wonderful cloud, a high, wonderful place above all the conflict below. So we rise into this beautiful, peaceful place, infinite potential, creative intelligence abounds. And from there, let's bring in Baba G and what he has to say as we go more in the flow above the fray. Yes, this place is always available for you in the now. When you're in the now, you are truly in the flow, and you go where the flow takes you. You do it with awareness, with love, with compassion, creativity, and all your heart. Bring all your heart in, and you will flow, and you will go where you wish to go, need to go. And the world wants you to go to serve in the right way for you. And your heart will shine with that flowing love coming through it for all to see and feel, even if it is very subtle and not acknowledged. It is still there. You can feel it, and so can others. And the world will benefit from your flow in this wonderful place of infinite expansion and love and healing. We wish you the most well, beauty, and love now. Baba G. So as we take that in now, ground ourselves, as Sharon helped us ground at the beginning today, and all of our speakers, all of our contributors, all of our inspirators, our star crafters, all of us sharing together collectively here in this moment now, these wonderful gifts in the flow above the fray.
Thank you, Philip. That was beautiful. I keep saying that was beautiful. They are. Each one is so beautiful. And anyone want to share anything that's coming to you now?
I'm just grateful Philip is here with us. So we were slightly outnumbered with the masculine and feminine energy. So thank you, Philip.
Well, and that's typical, I think. And unfortunately, I think we're opening to more feminine energy, and it's more challenging for men, obviously. I can tell from some of the things that are happening around the world now. So yes, I'm grateful for both of you to be with us, and everyone, of course. And Buddy's a boy. Okay, so I was thinking a lot about what I would want to share, and it just brought me back kind of to the beginning, which relates to, I think, what everyone was saying. And also just you might be thinking, well, this is also great, but it's airy-fairy like all up here. Buddy. And I guess from one angle, we're focusing on the divine, but we are grounding it. And when you come down to it, from everything I can tell, love is the only way out. We're not going to get out by battling each other. We're not going to get out through anger, etc. And so I wanted to go back and read the dream that actually got Phillip and me on this journey really more solidly, which was in the 1990s when we live in California and it was supposed to be falling into the ocean. So we started doing earth healing meditations, and we would get together, a group of us, and sit in a circle and have these meditations. And one day, and I can't remember how the inspiration happened or any of it, but I was leading the meditation, and I asked everybody to imagine a world where love was the guiding force, what it would be like. And this is what turned into our dream. We call it Awakening's Dream. Imagine a world where love is the guiding force, where the unique gifts that each individual brings receive honor and respect, where all are nurtured in allowing their gifts to blossom, to manifest the joy of living in each moment. Imagine a world where all of nature is also honored, so all may live in harmony and share an increasingly vibrant and beautiful environment. What we imagine we can create starting in this moment. This vibrant world will come into being as each of us empowers ourselves to live the dream now and share it with others. Playing a part in the creation of this dream is the mission of Awakenings Institute. In this dream, there is no poverty because everyone is nurtured and loved. And these are the things I was seeing in that meditation, which made me think, well, this is so practical. This is not just something that's out there to occupy your time, while you're kind of not knowing what to do with it. In this dream, there is no poverty because everyone is nurtured and loved. This love also illuminates the focus on fear and separation as we bridge the divisions created by race, creed, and national borders to coexist together in harmony. The environment synchronously benefits everyone as people all over the world shift their focus to a more holistic approach that creates balance rather than congesting our home planet with chemicals and toxic fumes. Increasing our connections with wholeness, which we may experience as God, the creator, source, or simply oneness, brings us closer to making this dream a reality. We have an inherent connection with divine order. As we evolve spiritually, we unite more with our inner wisdom, which in turn strengthens our connection with all that is. This evolutionary quest is an upward spiral taking us to higher levels of consciousness and wholeness. And we can all be part of this. And I think that's what everyone here, this is where our focus is. We say, with the creation of a new path and place of belonging and a bit of magic and miracles, I would have to, I would like to have that and some sparkles and things in with it. We can collectively make positive changes in the world. Each of us can participate in the creation of a new spiritual presence within our society and make the dream a reality. And the last part, this is actually also on our website, which I can tell you where to find it if you want it. A quote from Christopher Reeve, which you may have heard before. So many of our dreams at first seem impossible, then they seem improbable. And then we summon the will. And then when we summon the will, they soon become inevitable. And so that's certainly our dream for us and for our troubled planet. And it makes any contributions that any of us make to the realization of this by just being, by vibrating love, by sharing love, by connecting more with understanding that magnificence within us, within our hearts. All of these things contribute to the most practical of possible solutions, and it doesn't cost anything. no bombs. So that's what I want to share, is that this is something, probably one of the most important things anybody can do. And if you feel you don't matter, if you feel, well, I can't make a difference, this is something you can do, and it's really the thing to do if you want to create a better world. At least that's my opinion. So I'm curious if anyone else has any final comments on that, and our well wishes for the holidays.
Yeah, it reminds me of the famous quote by Margaret Mead, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." So, and that I try to remind myself that I am a creator every day. That's a good thing, you know, to wake up to.
Yeah, for sure.
And going along with that, if I can share.
Yes, of course.
Today, I'm a co-founder of an organization called 10 Million for World Peace. And every day we have an online meditation that's only 7 minutes long. It's coming up right now at 1:11 Eastern Time, and inviting everyone to join in that, because as Phillip just read that quote, it is true that, you know, what we do, what we put out into the world, it does make an impact and a difference.
Mm-hmm. So, thank you.
And you can find that on Enlightened World Network.
Right. Yes, of course. Anyone else? Final thoughts?
I just want to share really quick. Oh, sorry, Sharon, you want
Oh,
to
go ahead.
So that when I was going through when I was going through a very, very rough time, I read that part about the love in that exact quote that you had written on the website, which is what led me to call Phillip, because I so deeply resonated with it.
Yeah, she's now a minister with Awakenings.
Yeah, I'm a minister with Awakenings, and it's just changed my life. That one quote about how powerful love is, and at our hearts we are love. And even at this Christmas time, sometimes it's hard to feel that for some folks, but in their deepest place, we are love. Even if we can't feel it, that's the truth of who we are.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Sharon, did you have a final thought?
I do. Lula, I love your hat, honey. This group of people has just filled my heart today, and I feel so blessed. Thank you. We've been both grounded and elevated. It's a good balance.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. And I do want to mention, you can find this this dream at our Awakenings, our website, Awakenings Institute website. It's at gettingthrough.org/awakenings, and it's gettingthru.org/awakenings. So anyone who wants to connect. It looks like we're at the top of the hour. I'm sure we could spend more time, but I want to thank all of you. I feel the same way Sharon does. This has really warmed my heart. It's just been, the energy has been so amazing. So thank you all for being here. And we'll be connecting soon. We have the opportunity to circle. It's here every week. Enlightened World Network is here. Harold and the Love Foundation are here every day with inspiring thoughts. And you know how to contact everybody. So thank you for joining us and being a beacon of light for the world. That's what we need. So bye for now.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.